Hello everyone and welcome to a video taking a look at the Cobi 1:48 scale Churchill 1 tank. This tank saw service in the British Army in World War II on multiple fronts, as well as some that were shipped to the Soviet Union for use on the Eastern Front. At any rate, anyone who used this tank seemed to note its lack of reliability, but hey, it's better than nothing, I guess, right? So this is one of a line of tanks that Cobi has done in a smaller scale, not meant to be combined with minifigures. It's solely meant for play and display if you would like. Like all the others, it, I think, has been captured very well. Now this set, I believe, is retired from Cobi. You can't get it directly from them anymore, at least not in the US. However, when it did sell, it was probably going to be around 20 US dollars, depending. Cobi is a Polish company, so just kind of depends on the reseller. But somewhere around 20 bucks for this and around 300 pieces. And if you're not familiar with Cobi, they are a Lego knockoff based out of Poland, and their quality of bricks is, I would say, near that of Lego itself. Easily the best of any non-Lego brand that I've encountered. And this little guy is a good example of how good their products can be. I really think this guy looks gorgeous, and something about this just makes it perfect as a little desk or shelf display piece. Let's see what this thing can do in terms of play features, although I think play is really not its primary function. Of course, we have a turret on top, so the turret can swivel, and it's got actually plenty of resistance to the swiveling, so much that I really want to hold it with two hands. And if you want to see how that's connected, it is on just a stud that can turn, and that's why there's such resistance. It's just an inverted stud that has the freedom to rotate about 360 degrees. So as you probably saw, this thing can pop off, although it's really not liable to popping off too much when you don't want it to. Of course, we have a gun that swivels up and down and can give you, a good 20 degrees down and probably about the same up. Probably anything in the range that you would really want to display this thing, because, any more up or down, it would just look kind of silly. So those are kind of just I would call it more posability than playability, really. And then we have treads. And they can turn when you drive this thing. I think if you'll have more luck on carpet, this Lego base plate really isn't doing the trick. And that's chiefly because these right here are just round studs. They are not wheels. The only wheels are in the front and the back there, as you can see, keeping the treads on, which is a little unfortunate, but I don't think, it would have been really, really difficult to get a wheel in this size, so it's understandable. You look at the bottom, you can see some of the studs not on top techniques they used to get this really compact yet sleek design, and you'll see that's present on the top as well. It's really a bunch of fun building techniques. It's really satisfying build. All of these are prints, no stickers involved anywhere here. We have the gun on the front, doesn't do anything, just a nice detail. I mean, that's really it for the posability. As far as accuracy, I don't really know what a Churchill is supposed to look like, but I just know that this model is incredibly detailed and gets the general silhouette right. I couldn't tell you like the minute details, but for a really small scale facsimile of the thing, I think it does great. You get a little British insignia on the side of the turret there, some extra treads on the back. It's just a really pretty looking model, and one that I really, really like out of this line just because of how clean it is. Now, the one thing I will note that's negative about this is that this antenna piece is flimsy, yet it's plasticky enough to stay bent. It's, I think, supposed to be more straight up and down than this, but mine unfortunately got bent and is probably never gonna go back, so that's a little unfortunate. It's not the biggest deal though, not the end of the world. Overall though, if you can get your hands on this for a reasonable price, if you like World War II Lego type stuff and like these for the display, I would say there's no reason not to do it. It's an international product that doesn't really have a ton of resellers in the US, so that is probably going to be what's limiting you. But if you can find this for a cheap price, not a ridiculous price, I think it's worth it. Also, keep in mind they have a lot of other 1:48 models that will be easier to get in the US since they're more current. So if you take a look at those and see what you like, it might be worth buying one of the other ones for a cheaper actual retail price than this one for a reseller price. But if you're really set on this design and this look, this particular tank, it is a beauty, and I can wholeheartedly recommend it. That is my overview of this thing. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.